Right, hello everybody, welcome back to The Golden Sky. Today it is Wednesday, the 17th of September 2025, or should I say tonight, because about 5 minutes ago, Liverpool have just finished their game against Atletico Madrid, and yet again, another late win for Liverpool. First of all, guys, bit of housekeeping as always. If you are new around here, please do drop a like on the video, comment away. This is the match ratings, so let me know if you agree or disagree with any of the players' ratings that I'm about to give. These are going to come out after every single Liverpool match this season, so hopefully you do enjoy and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more of them. We're trying to get to 200 subscribers as quick as possible, so if you could drop a subscribe on the channel, that would be amazing. It would really help me out. And if you're listening on the podcast, of course, 5-star ratings and reviews, much appreciated. I love you guys just as much as the YouTube viewers. So, yes, again, everybody, Liverpool have done it again. I am buzzing once again. There's only one way I can put this, and it's better than any words. It's better in any way that I can sum this up to you all in words. It's just simply with a photo. We are inevitable. Thank you, Thanos, my mate. There he is. Hang on, can I get this? There we go. There's the shot right there. Liverpool are inevitable at this point in the season. We will win every game in the last minute. It seemingly doesn't matter when the other team equalise. We'll score again. Almost felt a bit spoiled tonight that we scored that last minute winner, and it was a bit like, oh yeah, sound, of course we'd scored the last minute winner. You know, it wasn't like a massive, I don't know, maybe it's because it was the Champions League and the win isn't, I don't know, I don't want to say quite as important as the Premier League games, because I still think we'll qualify from the group even if we'd have drawn that game. But it's like, I feel a bit spoiled. Don't we feel a bit spoiled right now? 5 games played, 5 late winners. Has anybody seen Bruce Grobbelaar lately? Now, the reason why I ask that is, has he been pissing on the goalposts again, doing some witchcraft voodoo mental stuff once again at Anfield? Because Liverpool have got some serious heebie-jeebies going on this season, and if anybody has got eyes on Bruce Grobbelaar doing some witchcraft, we need to know, because otherwise we could explain all of this madness that's going on with the last-minute winners. It's clearly a bit of Brucey Grobbelaar, we on the posts of Anfield, because we're sucking the goals in the last minute at the Kop end once again. Virgil van Dijk this time. Like Thanos says, we are inevitable at this point. Yeah, so match ratings, player ratings. I mean, first one is a fan rating. We've got to start with that fella in the crowd who riled Simeone right up, got right on his tits, didn't he? I mean, Jesus. He had him scrapping him in the crowd. Some fella looked like Rafa Benitez. Love it. God knows what he said. Hopefully it wasn't anything like bad. I have no idea what he said. So if he said something bad, I am unaware at this moment in time. I'd like to think that it was just some good, honest Scouse banter that got big Diego over there in his blacked out suit thinking he's like a hitman or something, that got him all, his blood pumping, got him going, ready to fume after his team conceded that last minute winner once again. How does it feel, Diego, mate? Yeah, you've succumbed once again to another victim of the Arne Slot Penitentiary, and that fella in the crowd was obviously just welcoming him to it. Welcome to the Arne Slot Penitentiary, lad. And Simeone was having none of it. He was throwing punches all over the place. I'm not having any of this. 10 for that fella in the crowd. Well done. Unless you said something mental, at which point 0 for you. And I take all this back. So if that comes out, then there we go. But as of right now, 10 for you. Please don't let me down, fella in the crowd. Yeah, buzzing. And like he was, I'm buzzing. So let's get into the players. Oh, one more before the Liverpool players. Right, that little fella. Listen, the Spanish lad, Marcos Llorente. There's a bunch of Spanish players for them, but Marcos Llorente in particular. Now, My cousin says there that I should put him on the list. And if you don't know what my list is, you'll learn as you watch me more and more. I have certain players on my list. If you watched the Community Shield video, you'd know top of the list, tip top, is Ismaila Sarr. And this is players that I hate, or things or clubs that I hate. I can't stand them in football for no apparent reason. You know, obviously United and Everton are on there, that kind of thing. But these are just random people that I just can't stand. Ismaila Sarr, number 1. Nathan Ake, probably number 2. Huddersfield, number 3. And it looks now like Marcos Llorente has taken number 4 because he just keeps scoring deflected goals at Anfield, this little fella. Does he ever score for anybody else? Like, against anybody else? He's turned up at Anfield twice. He scored a brace both times. Not that it matters in this one, of course, because the Mighty Reds just said, listen, mate, all right, that was a very nice volley you scored there, deflection. That was a nice little toe you scored there, deflection. Just watch Virgil van Dijk knock this one in the net, yeah? And then in true Alexander Isak fashion, he didn't score tonight, but we were giving him one of these, weren't we? See you later, Atleti lads. Get back on the plane, go and have some tapas in Madrid. See you later. Happy days. Marcos Llorente, 0. You're on the list, mate. Congratulations, I guess, to you. So, should we do some Liverpool players? I've waffled for a little while there. Liverpool players. Someone did suggest that I get a graphic to show the ratings as I do them. It's a good idea, and I will make that. And if people want to see that, please let me know. As I do the ratings, I'll sort of fill it in some capacity. I haven't made it yet. I've been very busy. There's lots of videos this week, but I will get around to it. I've taken the suggestion, and I will implement it. But no more waffling. Let's do Alisson Becker. Another game, another kit for Ali. How many goalkeeper kits do we have this season? I don't know. Maybe 6. This time it was like a Halloween kit he comes out in. Like grey. The grey was nice, and then he has some sort of Halloween scream green going on. You know, it made me think, like, what if Liverpool made a goalie kit that was like, you know, like reflective, like, you know on Halloween when you were a kid and you'd wear them skeleton suits that were like reflective, like, and it had all bones on it, and it'd be like glow in the dark type stuff, and you'd knock around trick or treating with your little skeleton suit on. What if Ali just rocked up in one of them? I think that'd be class. We pretty much had that tonight, and Alisson did okay. I mean, you can see his 2 goals. I don't blame him for either of them. They're both deflections. So no blame held to Ali for either of those. And that's always where I go with Alisson. Like, can we blame him for goals? No. Did he prevent any goals? Not particularly, really. Didn't really make any saves that you were like, wow, that nearly went in. So you can't really give him much more than away from a 6-7. But I think I'll probably give him 7. Came for a few crosses that were good. Was always alert to sweep up. You know, I think we take that for granted, just how well he does that. Although his kicking was a bit dodgy in this game. Some of the kicks he did were a bit dodgy. But you know what? He had a funky goalkeeper kit on. That's always worth a bonus point. So for me, let's give him a 7. Him and Szoboszlai are having a hair off. Who can grow the maddest, wet, long hair thing? Szoboszlai's winning at the minute, defo. So Alisson 7. And we'll go to Frimpong, another headband wearer. Lost his headband at one point in the game. That was exciting, wasn't it? Will he pick his headband up and pop it back on? He did. He didn't even see it. But TNT cut off the coverage. That should have been the first thing they did. As soon as that headband was lost, get a headband cam going. Got ref cam in the Prem. Get headband cam going for Frimpong. If it ever pops off his head again. I thought he did well. It was really nice to see him back in the team. I feel like he's kind of been a bit forgotten after all the madness of Isak's signing and like he getting injured after his first game in the Prem. But it's really good to see him back. And I think it was interesting that Slot started him ahead of Bradley. I wonder if he prefers Frimpong slightly to Bradley at this moment in time. I thought he did really well. Made a great run for the first goal early on. He runs all the way around Salah and just lets him come inside. And that allowed us to score that goal. It was a very small part of the move, but it was a very key part of the move as well. And we'll look at that more in the tactics video tomorrow. But yes, good performance. Loads and loads of pace as always. Great on those recovery runs. Few really good headers. One header, he literally jumps over a fella. Jumped over the top of him. Could have been in a dunk contest if he was in the NBA. Lined the fella up, jumped right over him, headed the ball. You love to see it. Yeah, just thought he was solid. Just thought he was good. Got forward well, didn't get caught out at the back. That's key. And good performance overall. So I'd give him a 7 as well. I think he was pretty good. So not a lot else to say, I don't think, really, about Frimpong. So we'll go over to Ibu Konate. Looking big still, but not quite as big as he looked in that long sleeve green kit against Burnley on the weekend. I'm convinced he had stilts on in that game, knocking about like a fella in a parade or something, like at the back of the parade on stilts, like walking through the streets of Burnley. This time he was just normal, regular, big Komodo dragon-sized Ibu Konate at the back in his red kit. Thought he played pretty well. He's played so much better since he took the zebra boots off that he was wearing at the start of the season. He's just wearing some solid blacked out ones. I think that was clearly the problem. He had them horrible ones on, and he's playing much better since he's took them off. So that's belting. Good to see. And he has improved, in all seriousness. Those first 2 games were a bit shaky. He's really stepped up in the last, 3 now. Since then, I think he's played a lot better. He was good again tonight. I know he conceded 2 goals, but I don't really put any blame on the centre-backs. I haven't watched them back yet, so maybe I'll rethink that when I watch it back. But yeah, I think he played well again. Not amazing. I'll be real. I think he just did what he had to do. Should have scored a header. That's for damn sure. I think the ref gave a foul, but the ball comes in from that corner about 2 minutes before we score, and he pure 50p heads out of play. I mean, the thing was like easy to head at the goal, and he just like his head was a pyramid, like Phineas and Ferb. He just Ferbs the thing out of play, right out for a goal kick, nowhere near the goal. So you got to penalise him for that, because if we don't win the game, you got to blame him, I guess, unless the ref gave a free kick, which I think he did. So I'm giving him a 6. All that said, to give him a 6. I think it was just fine from Konate tonight. It wasn't disastrous. It wasn't amazing. I think he did well on some recovery runs. I think he used the ball really well. One point where the ball's coming over like this and he just calmly chested it. I'd love to see that little cushion chest, the chest action going on here. Yeah, love to see that. That was good composure to keep the ball. I think he's doing a good job at keeping the ball. I'm giving him a 6. And we'll look at his partner in crime, Virgil van Dijk at the back. Although there's no crime committed when it comes to Van Dijk, because this fella is maybe in the best form I've seen him in about 2 or 3 years, maybe, at the minute to start this season. I mean, he's not to say he's been bad those last 2 or 3 years by any means, but he looks unbelievable at this moment in time. Let's forget the goal for a second, okay? His general play, his defending is unbelievable at the minute. It is so good. It is genuinely a bit like cheating, having him at the back. It's like you're playing FIFA, right? But you can do GTA cheats on FIFA, and at the back, you can turn one of your centre-backs into Godzilla and just have Godzilla just terminate everything that comes near him, like a cross between the Terminator, Robocop, and Godzilla, just terminating everything that comes near his path, laser eyes all over the place, and eating people, eating little Atletico Madrid attackers, like Griezmann with his mullet was just eaten, gobbled up. See you later, lad. Yeah, brilliant performance from Van Dijk. There was one bit in the corner where he wins it, the ball's bouncing, he controls it beautifully, and then flicks it over everyone's head to carry on the play with Liverpool in control. His passing is a joke. It's a joke. We overlook his passing. Those switches he does, they're unbelievable. The effortless nature of them, how he just pings them out to the wings. They are effortless. So good again. And then let's talk about the goal. It was coming, wasn't it? I mean, our corners were really good this game. A lot of them were really good. We have got a set-piece coach now, so wondering if that's helping. Maybe. The corner delivery was really good. We tried a few different variations where we were running from the edge of the box. I think that's kind of how we scored the last goal, a bit of a deeper run. The header is from so far out. Brilliantly placed, bullies his defender, just Godzilla'd him, had a little snack of an Atletico Madrid defender, polished him off like Scooby Snack, knocked the ball in the net. See you later. It was one of these happy days for the mighty Reds. Another late winner, 92nd minute this time. They'll be saying we can't keep this up the whole season. Why? Is my question. Why? They said we can't keep it up after Bournemouth. They said we can't keep it up after Newcastle. They said we can't keep it up after Arsenal. They said we can't keep it up after Burnley. Will they say we can't keep it up now after Atletico? Maybe we can't, but why not? Because we keep winning late. You make your own luck. I do feel like we've got a bit of that what United had when they had Fergie, where they just inevitably won or drew the game no matter what. In the last minute, they would get that goal. We have that, and it must be driving those rival fans mental, and I love it. I love it so much. So all that said, Virgil van Dijk, 10 out of 10. You can't give many less. Scores the winner, defends brilliantly. Yes, we concede 2 goals. Who cares? Who's asked? It was brilliant. 10 out of 10. Virgil van Dijk, loved it. Lived it, loved it. Whatever the other one is. I've probably got that wrong, but there we go. Right, Robbo played left back, and he was pretty good at left back, to be honest. Not amazing. Not vintage from Robbo, of course. But I think, given the circumstances, he played alright. Look, it was pretty uneventful. Not a lot going on in Robbo's game, except from the fact that he scored sort of a weird backheel deflection goal. Like, can we give him credit for that in rating format? Like, can we give him extra points for that? I don't know. Because, I mean, like, he did score, but he knew nothing about it, and even that was a bit deflected. So I guess we give him an extra point, maybe, a bonus point for that. Maybe, just for fun, if nothing else. He scored it without even looking at the goal. It was Bobby Firmino-esque, just no-look finish. Did a little hop and skip when he realised he'd scored. That was fun. So, yeah. Happy days for Robbo. Scored a goal. We've got all this attacking talent on the pitch. The first fellow that pops up and scores is our, like, 32-year-old Scottish left-back. Brilliant. Really good. Treat yourself to a nice little bowl of haggis there after the game, Andy, mate. And, yeah, 7 for you, I guess, with the bonus point. Would have been a 6 otherwise. We'll give you a 7. And we'll go into the midfield next with Gravenberch. Look, Gravenberch might play 90 minutes of every single match this season. Slot loves Gravenberch. Absolutely loves him. And with good reason. I love him too. He is so good. Guys, so good. Just, what a player. Really, what a player. The smoothest footballer going at the minute in the way he just glides through the middle of the pitch. You know who he reminds me of? This is a bit of a rogue shout, but if any of you lot remember Moussa Dembele, who played for Spurs, played for Fulham in the Premier League, he reminds me a little bit of him when he picks the ball up and he just starts dribbling past players. The effortless nature of it, the way he's able to just glide past players, is reminiscent of Dembele. And what a player Dembele was, by the way. So Gravenberch, amazing. Showed a bit more of what I was saying in the tactics video for Burnley, how he's the best in the world at receiving the ball on his back foot in the midfield. I'm going to be peddling that narrative the whole rest of the season, so it gets out there, hopefully, from the golden sky. Yeah, unbelievable performance. Again, dominated the midfield, making tackles like Ruud Gullit, going forward like Andres Iniesta. Brilliant all-round performance. Really, really good. Honestly, I'm tempted to give him a 9. I think he was that good. He was so good. And if it wasn't for Van Dijk being an absolute hero, he's probably man of the match. Just dominating midfield in a game where there's lots and lots of good players out there in the middle. We did struggle at times to be on possession of the ball all game, but you have to factor in, like, guys, we're playing a really good side, Atletico Madrid, who needed goals to get back in the game. So you have to factor in game state. You have to factor in the opponent. Yeah, we're not going to have the ball 100% of every game like Burnley. So giving Gravenberch a 9, really solid performance. Can't ask for much more than that in midfield. Our midfield is just amazing. It's so dynamic, so many options. It's just so good. It's so fun to watch us at the minute. It is so fun to watch. Dominic Szoboszlai, how fun it is to watch you as well, my mate. Get the assist for the last one with a corner, a brilliant corner. Put a few really good corners in before that. He just rocks his socks round his ankles at this point. I said this to my family watching the game. If you haven't seen Roberto Rivellino play, go and watch it. Not because of the style of play, but treat yourself to a Rivellino watch along if you want a little fun watch tonight. Obviously do that after you've watched this one, of course, but the socks around the ankles, it's true Rivellino stuff. And it's making him play like a top midfielder, because every game he's banging out 9 out of 10 every day of the week, in his sleep. Amazing performance again from Szoboszlai. The ground he covers is astounding. It really is. The way he's able to get around the pitch, he's so fast. His engine is unbelievable. He just never gets subbed anymore, ever. He doesn't even look like he's blowing when the camera goes on him after he's just sprinted about 100 yards up and down the pitch. So good. Just involved in everything Liverpool do well. Tackling, amazing. His defensive work is so underrated. And I don't mean just his work rate. I mean his ability to make tackles, interceptions, headers. He's really stepped up in that aspect of his game. For me, he's an out-and-out number 8. Nowadays, less than a number 10. Because he's so good at number 8. Obviously, he can play number 10. We saw that last year. But what a player this guy is. He's undroppable from our team at the minute. I don't care where he plays. He's undroppable. 9 out of 10 again for Szoboszlai. So good. On the wings popping up. Midfield popping up. Striker, defender. What a player. What a good-looking guy. What a beautiful human being. I just want to give him a kiss. I love him. 9 for you, Sobbo. And we'll go to Florian Wirtz. Yeah, I mean, Wirtz, I can't quite remember, guys. Forgive me for forgetting something. But I think he won the free kick, which Salah... No, I might be lying with that. I'm lying, I think. Who won the free kick for Salah's free kick that then hit Robbo and went in the net? I don't think it was Wirtz, actually. It could have been, but I don't think it was. But yeah. Up and down, I would say, for Wirtz in this game. Sometimes giving the ball away. But more than that, on more occasions, some brilliant bits of play. I mean, should have come away from this game with a couple of assists. To be honest, I don't really know how he didn't. The bit of play in the first half where he just waltzes round their midfielder, breaks through all the play, running at the defence, fires a pass into Isak. We'll get to Isak later. I mean, my goodness me. Isak returns the ball back to him with a little toey, and he just takes it around the keeper. And Frimpong's right there to shoot, and he misses the ball. And you're like, no, Frimpong, no! It was such a good assist. That robbed Wirtz of an assist there. And then the other one, again, lovely play on the counter-attack, all from Wirtz. Brilliant stuff. Linking up with Ekitike, and Szoboszlai sort of takes over from the return ball. But it goes to Wirtz, sort of getting each other's way a bit, and he just pokes the ball beautifully to Salah, who should score, hits the post. That should have been another assist for Wirtz. So he's setting up chances now. Yeah, just unlucky not to come away with 2 assists there. And then he had one. Salah put a beautiful ball in with the outside of his foot. It went over the goalkeeper. And Ekitike went to head it. And I think Wirtz was going to knock it in the net if Ekitike didn't go for it. It actually fell to Wirtz and he tried to dribble and sort of get a chance for a shot. Maybe he could have took the shot. I don't quite know. I haven't seen it back. But I think more tonight he was really good than he was wasteful. But he was still wasteful a little bit on the ball. Even when on the left wing a little, I think that was a bit of an experiment. He did okay there. I think it was just purely because we wanted to sub off certain players, like Gakpo, give him a rest. And we did take Flo off as well to give him a rest for Everton. So all that said, I think a 7 is probably fair for Wirtz again. I think he was good. I think he was really good in the second half. He seems to be playing better in the second half of games at the minute, when there's maybe a bit more space opening up, that kind of thing. Unlucky not to come away with some assists. If he gets 2 there, he's probably looking at an 8 or a 9. Yeah, really good. Really good. It's crazy that he can play, and we're like a little critical of him, playing, saying, he can do so much better amongst this team of absolute Galactico Avenger superstars. It's mental, Liverpool Galacticos at the minute. And one of the Liverpool Galacticos for a long time, the biggest and best one we have, Mo Salah. His best performance of the season by some distance, I would say. I mean, the free kick's shite. He should never take a free kick for Liverpool in his life, but does it go down as an assist? I guess technically it does. The goal, though, is where he does his real magic. I mean, it's classic Mo Salah, the play to, use Frimpong as the decoy, come inside, fire it to Gravenberch. Brilliant from Gravenberch, I've got to say as well. Able to return the ball to Salah smoothly. It wasn't the easiest pass. Excuse me, guys. Yeah, it wasn't the easiest ball. Gets it through. Great assist from Gravenberch. But Salah just goes into full Haaland mode. Just bashes 3 defenders out the way like he's Bowser on Mario Kart or something. Just smashing people around. Knocks the ball in the net past Oblak. Brilliant finish, brilliant goal. It looked like we were going to win 10-0 at that point. It was mental. He was playing so good. Really good dribbling on the wing. I thought he was involved a lot more tonight than he has been in certain games. Managed to get the ball to him more often. Yeah, brilliant performance from Salah. He can do more. He should score the goal that I mentioned when on Wirtz's rating. He should score that one. But he did put the other one on a plate for Ekitike, like I said, or Wirtz. I think it was actually intended for. So another day he comes away with an assist there. He put in a really good cross towards the end when they were really deep, and he puts in an amazing ball that Ekitike nearly got to. And it was good goalkeeping from Oblak to keep it out. But look, the legend of Salah just keeps growing and growing and growing at Liverpool. He's our all-time top goal scorer in the Champions League. He's just continually adding to that stat. He's about to, I think he's breaking like appearance records in the Champions League as he plays more and more games. He is genuinely one of our all-time greats, and we should appreciate him whilst he's here and whilst he's still playing at this level, because he just doesn't seem to be slowing down. You can say what you want about Salah, but already this season he's scored 3 goals and got 2 assists, if you count the one that hits Robbo. Like, the output's unbelievable. 5 goal contributions in 5 games, and that's what Salah does. He's an output machine. Tonight he was really good, best performance of the season. I'm giving him an 8. I think he was good. I think the lads in the midfield were slightly better just because of the missed chances, but really good, solid performance. Better than solid, actually, a better than solid performance. Happy to see him finding a bit of form. Hopefully he can carry that into the derby. Well, we'll need him. Definitely will need him. Everton don't have a left back, so let's see. Right, now, the man you've all probably been waiting for, the man I was waiting for months. I was knocking around the streets around where I live, trying to find Alexander Isak when I heard he might be in a hotel somewhere around here. Listen, I've been tracking this transfer for months and months. I found his house on Rightmove. It was mental. He finally made his debut for Liverpool, and wasn't it just fucking glorious? Oh my God. Looking at him in that Liverpool kit, it's so strange watching him run around in his banana boots, retro F50s for Liverpool. It's crazy. And I'll be honest, that was exciting, wasn't it? That was an exciting 55 minutes of Alexander Isak. I tell you, if he's that sharp after not playing for 3 months or so, wow, what have we got on our hands here? I mean, he was excellent. I'm not going to go overboard. I am going to just preface all of this with saying I'm giving him a 7. I'm not going overboard. He played 55 minutes, guys. He didn't score a goal, so you can't give him that much. But wow, it's a good 7. I tell you, it's a solid 7. Cemented 7, because he was really, really good. I mean, the link-up play, the touch, his touch is magnetic. It is so sharp, especially, like I said, for a player who's not played for a long time. Every ball that came into him just sticks to him like glue. It's like he's got Velcro on his boots. Link up with Wirtz was brilliant. Already showed signs of that. Love to see that, because it was brilliant. He actually at one point put Wirtz in. Like I said, Wirtz put him in almost a couple times. Like, yeah, he had a few shots where Wirtz was passing him the ball, and like the ability, like a bit like Gravenberch, to take the ball on the back foot, open up a bit of space. The snapshots he had, okay, they don't go in. They didn't really trouble Atletico. One went quite close wide, one where he had no backlift and he digs out a shot. But the danger is there, the confidence. The flick he does in the second half when it just kicked off, the ball's coming to him, it's in the air and he just flicks it to Wirtz. That's the link-up that you're seeing that will build over the course of the season. And, I mean, it's scary hours for the other teams, it really is. Because he looked brilliant. I would have loved to have seen him score a goal. Obviously, I had my thumbs ready to get pumping behind me. I had them ready, but I'll have to save that. I'll have to holster the thumbs for now and wait, hopefully, for the derby winner. Maybe it's Isak's turn to win it in the 90th minute in the derby on Saturday, but I don't want to get ahead of myself for that one. Yeah, I don't think he starts the derby now. I don't think he does, but it was great to see him play. 55 minutes for Liverpool Football Club. Love the one where he's trying to score a header as he's about to go off and he just shoves the lad in the back. Yeah, it was great. It's just great. Laughing and joking with Van Dijk at the end of the game. It's just surreal. It really is surreal. It's like Thanos again, getting that final Infinity Stone, just popping it in his little arm thing, his little whatever he wears on his arm. bang, and everybody in the Premier League is dead because we've got the best striker ever and the best winger ever and the best team ever and everything's class and we keep winning in the last minute and I'm buzzing about it. 7 for you, Alexander. You beautiful Swedish behemoth. I can't wait till you score your first goal. I'm going to be thumbing all over my house. Gakpo. Right. Frustrating, to be honest, Gakpo, tonight. He frustrated me a little bit. He gave the ball away quite a lot. He was one of the only players in the team, I would say, that was probably below his level, really, tonight, where he can be. I think I'll give Gakpo a 5. He just kept giving it away. I mean, like, dangerous areas he'd get on the left wing and he just kept giving it away. And I don't remember him doing anything to be, like, spectacularly contributive, is that a word, to our attack? So, 5. But it wasn't disastrous. It wasn't like a bad 5. You could probably give him a 6 if you're being kind, but I'm deciding not to be here. He was frustrating me a bit. Maybe goes off to get a rest now against Everton. But I said this tonight again to my family I was watching the game with. If Gakpo is like the player you're getting annoyed at, you're like, oh, Gakpo, you're so frustrating. You're in a good place as a football club because he beat pretty much most teams in the world's best player. Apart from those like elite level teams that obviously he's more than good enough to play at, like us. So yeah, not a lot else to say about Gakpo. So I'll give him a 5. We'll go to the subs then. Subs, so McAllister came on. I'm going to use this opportunity to tell you that I had a nice pasta for tea. Shout out to my dad for that one. Yeah, it was like a pasta with bolognese and a bit of cheese on as well. It was beautiful. And McAllister came on as well and giving him a 6. Yeah, that's kind of how you can judge McAllister's rating. He was there. Yeah, my scrum was more important, to be honest, than what Macca contributed to that game. He wasn't really doing a lot. We'll just move swiftly on and we'll go to Hugo Ekitike. So this is a fellow involved in the game. I mean, the miss at the end, I know everyone's getting like... Everyone knows that photo, right, of the soldier with like the meme photo of like the soldier with his eyes looking like he's traumatized and what he's seen. I know everyone was getting Nunez flashbacks on that miss from Ekitike at the end. It was classic Nunez. But of course, I'm joking. Look, it bounces before he shoots. It's on his left foot. He hits it into the ground. I could tell he was going to miss. I just could. He's got to bury it. Obviously, he's got to bury it. But I am just pointing out what happened. It did bounce before he hit it. He should smash it in the net. But not letting that take away from the fact that I thought he made an impact on the game, which isn't always easy to do, especially when Liverpool were in a bit of a difficult moment at the time he came on. And also, we brought off Alexander Isak. Difficult to then come on and make your own stamp on the game. I thought he did that. Pressing was fantastic. Winning the ball back a few times up there. He's got a brilliant work rate. Some great bits of dribbles he did, kind of linking up with the midfield. Unlucky a couple of times not to just put the final piece together, whether that be like I said, his chance at the end, or maybe you know, getting an opportunity to take a clean shot, maybe just not quite getting a chance to score a goal. But a good performance overall, I would say, from Hugo Ekitike, my mate. Had the volley as well where Salah plays the ball over. I think it was maybe Salah or maybe Szoboszlai plays the ball over to him. Really good ball. I think it was Szoboszlai actually. And it goes to Wirtz and Wirtz cushions it down for him. Lovely touch from Wirtz. Maybe he should have volleyed it on his left foot, but a lovely touch. And Ekitike volleys it harmlessly over the bar. Like, yeah, people saying already, oh, how's he gonna react? He's on the bench, blah, blah, blah. Right, he's gonna start against Everton, I'm sure of it. And this is the example, like, our players are not gonna start every single match, guys. They're not gonna start every single match. He is gonna start games, a lot of games, and so is Isak. Like, chill. It's fine. 6 for Ekitike, I think, is what you gotta say. Some good, some bad. 6. Bradley came on at right back for Frimpong. Good to see him getting back up to fitness, full fitness, playing a few games in a row now for us. That's good. Hopefully he can stay fit for an extended period because that's his problem. for us, because when he's on the pitch like tonight, he's really, really good. I mean, yeah, he wins the corner at the end. Like, sort of, he doesn't foul, he doesn't get too tight to his man. They have to concede the corner. So give him credit for that, which I definitely will. And like, okay, he wasn't setting the world on fire over a right back. It's hard to remember anything maybe particular, specifically that he did. But he's always a threat down that right-hand side. He's always reliable defensively. He likes to put a good tackle in, which he was doing. Winning the ball back in midfield at certain times with a real high press, especially when he did that goal at the end. Brilliant header towards the end as well. When Szoboszlai had a shot, it got blocked, and the ball goes up in the air, and Bradley comes out of nowhere to head it and maintain possession for us, which was crucial to us getting the corners that then led to the goal. So that's a really good contribution that he made to the game. Felt like we had quality when he came on, so that was really good. So I think I'm giving him a 7. I think I'm going to give him a 7, guys, with all that said. He didn't play a long time, but I think he made an impact. I'm going to give him a 7. Which means next up is Rio Ngamoa. I believe he's now our youngest ever player to make an appearance in the Champions League, or in Europe for Liverpool in general. He didn't get much opportunity to showcase his talent. He won a corner. I think he won the corner before the corner that we scored from, so that was good. You know, trying to make something happen, jinking in and out of defenders, gets a crossing that gets blocked, goes out for a corner. It's good play. Also had a few little runs at his man, but didn't really have the opportunity to have space to go past someone. It was very congested in those times he had the ball. But I think he keeps it well. He seems to be getting better at his decisions, whether to, like, you know, use the ball in the right areas, that kind of thing. That comes with maturity, it comes with game time. So good to see that he's learning that, I think, already. And I think the biggest compliment you can say to Rio is when he comes on, he doesn't look out of place as like a child playing men's football. He just looks really comfortable, and he's going to be an absolute star for us, I'm sure of it. So I'll give him a 6 in this one. Didn't do anything crazy, but 6 is more than good enough when you're coming on for your Champions League debut for 20 minutes against Atletico Madrid. So well done to you, Rio, my son. He's not my son, but he pretty much is young enough to be, even though I'm only actually 6 years older than him. But yeah, Kerkez came on for about 5 minutes. He was there. He won a brilliant header. I mean, nearly flattened himself winning this header. It was a really good one right at the end. That was pretty much it. Have I got anything else interesting to tell you whilst we were on Kerkez's rating to, use the opportunity? Today I was just driving along happily through the streets, coming home from work. I'm not on the motorway just yet, and my car all of a sudden thought that I was gonna crash. It did the hold thing where it automatically stopped me from driving. There was nothing around. I don't know why it did it. It just randomly did it for like a quick second. And good job that I had my seatbelt on, because I honestly would have gone flying through the windscreen if not, because it just stopped me instantly like this, shat me pants completely. I had my bag on my passenger seat next to me. It flew off the chair, fell down, all my stuff in it just clattering on the floor. No problem, no worries. Liverpool are going to win in the last minute again. That was what I said to myself, and that's what happened. So Kerkez 6, my car automatically stopping me from crashing 0 or 10. You decide. Even though I wasn't going to crash, it just decided to do it anyway. But good feature, I guess. We've gone off topic here. Them's the ratings, guys. That's everybody. I hope that you did enjoy the video, guys. That is the ratings done and dusted for Liverpool's win in the Champions League. I hope, like I said, you did enjoy the whole video. If you did watch to this point, please do drop a like and a comment on the video. It would be much, much appreciated. And as always, please do subscribe to the channel as well. That really helps me out. And let me know that you enjoy the content too, which is great. And I'm happy to keep producing for you. Tomorrow, I will do a tactical breakdown of the game. And yeah, we'll go from there. So, until then, guys, I hope you did enjoy tonight's game and you're riding high and yet another Liverpool win. Take it with you into the weekend. I hope you have a good rest of your week until I speak to you tomorrow. Until then, see you later, I guess. Goodbye.